When it comes to multiplying polynomials, you're going to hear a bunch of terms. One of the terms you'll hear me use are going to be monomial, which is one expression, binomial, which are two, and trinomial, which are three. Now when you multiply, and these are binomials, when you multiply two binomials, you will end up with a trinomial, but there's a couple different ways that you can do it. The first way that I'm going to talk about in this small video clip is going to be using a method called FOIL. FOIL is an acronym. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, and last. There's your FOIL. Now, when we're talking about that, we're talking about multiplying these two binomials together. Our f, or our first, is going to be the n, the 3n times the 1n. I put a little f there. So 3 times 1 is 3. We go back to our exponents. When we're multiplying powers with the same base, because the whole number is the same, the n is the base, we add the exponents. If you don't see an exponent, it's automatically going to be 1. So 1 plus 1 is n squared. That's your f. Your o for your outer is the 3n times the 3. 3 times 3 is 9, so that's going to be plus 9. We only have one n, so we bring the n down. Your third, your inner, is 2 times n. Put your I right there. Remember, f is your first, your o is your outer, your n is your inner. So 2 times n plus 2n. And then the last thing you do, the last are the two numbers that have not been multiplied yet, which is 2 times 3, 6. Last lesson, when we were adding and subtracting polynomials, I told you to go through and put shapes around the ones that are the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle anything with an exponent of 2. I'm going to put a box around just the regular n's. And I'm going to put a triangle around the positive 6. Now, there's no other n squares, so we just bring that number down. And I'm just going to put it down here so we can see it a little easier. You combine your like terms. 9n plus 2n equals 11n. And then there's no other triangle, so you bring that down, plus 6. This is a trinomial. 3 parts, trinomial. So when you're multiplying two binomials, you come up with a trinomial. Using FOIL, you'll end up with these two numbers becoming this trinomial. We'll do one more together. We'll talk about number 2 for a minute. Remember, our f is here. 2 times 1 is 2. N times n is n squared. Our next is our outer. So 1 times negative 2, negative 2n. That's our outer. Our inner, 1 times 2, which is minus 2n. And our last, which is negative 1 times negative 2, which is positive 2. Remember, shapes around the like terms. We'll circle this one. We'll triangle this one. The n's are the same exponent, so I'm going to put a box around all of that. Everything else we just bring down. 2n squared. Bring our plus 2 down. Minus 2, which is minus 4. And this is your solution.